Good morning. Everything is working, I hope. Let's make sure the settings are right. Audio. Let's go through the headset. It is. Everything looks good. And we're streaming. And let's view on Twitch. And we'll do all the social media BS. Copy. I still haven't set up frickin' Google to do all the regular Chrome crap. So I still have to use Safari, which is no big deal. But that's life. But it's Sunday morning and it's kind of crappy out, and I'm kind of burnt out from weeks and weeks and weeks of trying to get this store started. If you don't know, and I'll post it in a minute, I actually have a store where I'm selling all my little woodworking stuff. Come on, you can type faster. It's sad when I type faster and my computer can show it on the screen. Then you know you have an old computer. Oh, because I'm not a good typer. Okay then. There's that. And how's everyone doing this morning? Is there anyone even here? Nope. Which is okay because I'm just goofing off filling in stuff at the moment, anyways. Thanks, Abby. Abby's awesome. This thing is so slow. So slow. So very, very slow. I need a better computer out here. It's all there is to it. If I'm going to keep doing this, I just got to have a better computer. But just not in the budget yet. It's just not quite there yet. Okay, window, go away. Thank you. Okay, window, load. Thank you. This thing is so freaking ancient. And it's actually not even that bad of a computer. It's just people don't realize that modern, like everything on the internet. Wow, I need to clean this. There's a lot of like junk in here. It's a lot of dusty crap. Modern websites and everything compared to what they were when this thing was built. This was actually fast when it was built, but modern websites have more stuff that didn't even exist when this computer was built. I mean, it's what, um, 2009, 2010, so it's 10, 12 years old, more. So yeah, I mean, it actually does pretty well considering how old it is, and it runs the CNC just fine. It just doesn't like drawing all the crap that everybody needs to see nowadays. So Mm, coffee. Yum. Pencils. Don't need that. Box. There's a reason for that. I'm kind of cleaning up. And here, you know what? Do I have enough cord? I think I do. I think I do. I can sort of go this away. Sort of, and I can't even really see what I'm doing. But I have a feeling I got it about right. Yeah, you can sort of see what I'm doing over here. Because I'm going to go over here and clean up my little samples. These are samples. They'll be in the store. Right now, these will go with any cutting board slash charcuterie board slash anything wood that uses it for a coating. You get one free. And then I have here, with no labels on them, because a lot of them got dented. And these were tests, but these are full size, which I will be selling at some point. But these are 3-to-1s. I was debating how much I wanted to make the mixture. So yeah, and I really need to clean up here. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup and organize because I've just been going balls to the walls trying to get things done and neglecting some basic cleanup of the shop. It's not terrible. Oh crap, before I even start cleaning up, I might as well make a mess. I forgot all about this. I don't know how I'm going to figure this out because it's broken, but I think I can get it close enough. This is a picket, spindle, whatever, from a crib. It's got my neighbor's really, really long hair in. My neighbor's cousin has a little munchkin who got stuck in the crib. And they literally ended up calling 911. And they ended up breaking the crib to get the kid out, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but sure. So they need some new pieces parts to the crib. The problem is I'm not. I don't know. I can't get an exact length to fit it. But I should be able to get close enough. It's a slide. From what she tells me, it slides in and then drops down, and then it's nailed. So I think I have a little playroom here. And from the looks of the marks from the paint, I don't know if you see that far away, but from the looks of the mark of the paint, I can. I have a little playroom they can. So if I make it a little short or a little long, it should be all right. Let's do that first, because that's just a piece of. This is actually looks like it's plywood, not even a piece of pine. It is plywood. It's just a piece of plywood, and I'm guessing it's just half-inch plywood. Do I have any like finished half-inch plywood? Mm-mm. I thought it was a piece of pine, but it's not. It's plywood. All right, let's leave that together and get a measurement. Where's my little tape measure? I think it's in my apron, which I should put on. I gotta remember to be putting this thing on because it saves me laundry and dust in my house if I have to go in or out, which I often have to do. I can take it off and not carry all the sawdust in the house with my little Amazon super cheapo apron, which I don't hate. I don't love it. I don't hate it. Or I think it was like $15. I bought it as a, what do I want in an apron? What I don't want is black. Black is a bad color for a freaking workshop apron. Okay, the tape measure is not in here. Where's my little tape measure? I don't really need the little one, but I want my little one. Where is my little tape measure? Did I bury it somewhere? Probably. I'm sure I'll find it. I always do. Set it down somewhere. Dropped it somewhere. That's alright. I have a medium-sized one right here. So, we are at just over 2 foot. So I'm guessing it's actually supposed to be, because it's like 2 foot and 3/16 of an inch. So I'm guessing it's supposed to be 2 foot by an inch and a half. I'm guessing that's just a half-inch plywood. It's not even half-inch plywood. It's 3/8 inch plywood. It is plywood, right? Yeah. Doesn't look like plywood this way. Oh yeah, it does. Just the way it cracked. So 24 by, what did I say? 24 by 1 and 5/8. 24 by 1 3/4. 24 by 1 3/4. What do I have here? I believe this is 3/8 inch plywood right here. That's my jig. Do I want to sacrifice my jig? Do I have another piece somewhere? Can I just make some? That's half-inch plywood, I think. I don't know. Maybe this is 3/8. This would work. This was another project I never actually finished. This is just a hair thicker, but I think it would be okay. And I think I can get to 24 inches out of it. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, this in the middle. Why does that not seem like the right length? Yeah, I'm gonna guess it was at 24 inches. So bad, so laminate on this. Just that right there, which I think I can sand off. Let's go with it. Let's make a mess before we clean up. Let's do that. This side's cleaner. This cannot go in the burn pile. Pencil. 24, and it kind of looked like it was about a 16th or a little over. Little PX, I'm going to save it because you never know when you can use the little piece of plywood. There's some for my fudge in here, but actually I think I can get rid of most of that. What did I say, 1.5 inches? I'm just terrible with tape measures. What's up, Groggy? I am repairing. This was it's just a little piece of plywood, actually. I thought it was a piece of pine. It's not. It's plywood. Plywood's actually stronger. My neighbor's cousin, her daughter. No, I can't remember. Anyways, her baby got stuck in the crib. The baby had cracked this already, so it pushed over and got their head stuck in it, and they ended up calling the ambulance, and they ended up breaking it, so they needed a new little whatever chunk of wood. So I'm gonna make them one to fix the crib, which I'm beginning to wonder if I should fix the crib because it might not be such a good idea. The kid already broke it once, but yeah, it is what it is, right? And what is this again? I want to get it exact because it really needs to fit in the slot properly. It's 1.75 inches. Yeah, I think it was I think it's a Walmarty crib. Because when she I don't know, actually it might be from her mother. Hopefully that'll cut most of that crap off. I'm going to make it just a little bit wider and then back cut that other edge because that other edge looks terrible. This and put the pencil away, and I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing here, but oh well. Dust collection. And it's not perfect dust collection, but I'll tell you what, if I don't put it on, it makes a much bigger mess. So it's worth having it. And then let's make this exact size. Just a hair over. Yep. And that's definitely the side I just cut. It might be too tight. I really want my wheel back from the DeWalt. This whole fidgety thing. I do not know why professional saws have not gone to DeWalt's rack and pinion because it is the bomb. It is the bomb. What is up, Blacksmith Pop? That's actually not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea at all. But plexiglass is not cheap because I just bought some, I don't know, like 6 months ago, and it was freaking ridiculously expensive. Now, this is plywood, and it's got a really crappy edge. This was all enamelized. I'm wondering if, I mean, decent birch plywood. This was actually part of my bed frame I built like 15 years ago. This was my water bed frame when I had a water bed. Tells you how long ago it was. I had a water bed. I've actually had multiple water beds. I actually liked water beds. Oh look, there's a nicer piece of plywood I just uncovered, dumbass. Actually, really nicer. Yeah, that worked. And I have the quarter half-inch roundover bit right here, so I might as well use it. Let you guys kind of see what I'm doing here. Come on, lock. Cheap wheels. All right. This can go here. Bring this in so it's got halfway decent dust collection. I don't really use the fence. I use it more for the dust collection. This thing's kind of obnoxious. But it does work. It helps. Again, it helps. It's far from perfect, but it does help. The 2 minutes it takes me to set it up saves me 2 minutes in dust collection and sweeping later. So we are going to do it because it does help. And one vacuum. Can you guys actually see what the hell I'm doing over there? Sorta, not really, but sorta. Sorta, but not really, but sorta. And I just stick that in there because I found it doesn't really matter that much. And let's back the camera up a little. That should be better, right? Yeah, sorta. Sorta, kinda. If I chop my fingers off, you'll be able to see it. This is narrow. And I really don't like narrow when I'm using a router. And again, I don't actually use the fence as a fence. I use it more for dust collection. And it helps to just stabilize everything, especially when I'm doing the ends. And I really don't like my fingers that close. I don't think I can do it with this. Maybe. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can. Did I just plug the vacuum instead of I did. I plugged the vacuum in the extension cord instead of the router. Because I'm a dumbass. But now we got it fixed. It's gonna get loud. Of course, that thing just gets in the way. Didn't you know? I thought this was came free. I guess not. That's freaking brilliant. That's just wonderful. I need a new bit. Is that a Linksys router? It is. Ad break. Yeah, ads suck. UHF? Yes. Remember UHF? Sort of. I remember I watched it, but I think I was not in my right mind. And, yeah. I don't remember much of the 70s and the 80s. I've bonked my head too many times. All right, I think all I'm going to do is give it a quick sand and say, here you go. Because it's all fray EE from being a really bad bit. And let's see. It's a really bad router bit. I need a new one. That's like a really old router bit I'm using. I mean, really old. Like, I think I bought that in the 90s. Because I used to sharpen them for, when you're doing construction work on crap, it's not as much a big a deal as the stuff like this. I think I get the power sander. See if I can get rid of that glue mark. This looks like this will sand right out with no problem. And this is what, 220? But I want to sand the surface better, I think. Hand sanding. And I will text Christine, my neighbor, and say, here you go. Give it a test. You might have to bring it back and let me run it through the planer. And there's kind of a taper on each end, I noticed. Probably to make it fit, because it's got like a, whatever I do with it, the like last inch or so. Oh wait, you use StreamYards to stream to Switch? Yes, I do. What's this that I'm missing? Okay, now Linksys router, yes. Is that the new 5G? No, that's an extremely old 2.4 my brother gave me. It's very, 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 very old. It doesn't even do anything. It's just a old Linksys router my brother wasn't using, and he gave it to me to bring it out here and put it in the garage, because it's about the same age as this computer, 2009, 2010ish. Audio compressor will adjust the volume output to not go over a certain volume. Yes, I have a setting on here somewhere. I can't remember if it's StreamYards or Twitch or actually in the headphones, because the headphones have a volume limit too. I was hoping, if you didn't see any of my old streams, I bought a set of, what the hell's the name of them? They get rid of the box? I did. Yep. Now I can't think of the name of them. They're nice headphones, but they just don't work for this. IsoTunes. That's what they are. IsoTunes headset, hoping I could use them for streaming. Not what they're designed for. They're designed to be noise canceling, but one of their, or not noise canceling, but noise eliminating. They're earplugs with music in them. They're not noise canceling headphones. That makes sense. They're actual true earplugs that play music. Um, anyway, one of their things was the mic does background noise cancellation, so you could, be in a noisy shop, have your earplugs in, answer the phone, make a conversation. Well, the mic on them sucks. It just sucks. I mean, they're basically the same thing as I'm wearing now. They're just actual earplugs. What's up, Red Light? Red Light's on YouTube because I'm streaming to both right now. I don't know why I hit both buttons this morning. I normally just do Twitch, but it's Sunday. Um, yeah, the noise cancellation, I think it's actually in the headphones on these. The IsoTune was hoping, they advertise their noise canceling mic so you can talk in a busy office, people can hear you. The mic on them just freaking sucks. They sent me, I thought it was a bad set. They sent me a new set because they're like, no, they watched the stream where I tested it and everything because I tested them right here on Twitch. And they're like, no, that ain't right. And the new set is definitely better, don't get me wrong, but they're still not. The mic isn't as good as these. These are $15 MPOW Flame cheapo headsets. Now, on the other note, the IsoTunes definitely are better in the shop. Like if I'm not streaming, I wear the IsoTunes. I like them as a headset protecting my ears. I prefer that over the big earmuff, to protect your ears with tools. They are nice for that. The music quality through them is night and day better than these. Which these are for $15. I mean, again, these are $15. Those are 100. But those are actually, whatever, government listed, to cancel noise and be safe for your ears and blah blah blah. These are just headphones. You're supposed to go jogging and have music. But the mic on those just sucks. You can't use it for streaming. I can use it for the phone. People can hear me. It's just not. These are better for the frickin' phone too. Um, yeah, the IsoTunes are not great for streaming. They're awesome headsets, and they really are. They're nice for music, and they're comfortable. I didn't think they would be because they're ear plugs, so they plug they insert heavily into your ear, and they're basically like the old foam wherever I got from that I used to wear a lot. MPOW, which is the same thing as the headset I'm wearing. The old foam earplugs you're supposed to wear. I always wear these when I use these a lot when I'm leaf blowing or something. Um, I'll be wearing those because I can listen to music and have it, but they're not completely sound deadening. So, like, if somebody walks up and starts yelling at me, I can actually hear them. So, yeah, I mean, again, the IsoTunes, I'm not going to say anything bad about them. They're no good for streaming. And they weren't designed for streaming. I really wish they would. And I'm going to have a chat with them and say, you guys design a set for streaming to have a much better mic? Because the mic on this set sucks. Now, I do have a newer pair than what I bought, called the Aware or something, which may be better. But they're like $150. And I don't have $150 to try it. to experiment with right now. What did I just hear going out? Oh, somebody coming in with a big frickin' trailer. My neighbor must be having somebody do something in the yard. 'Cause it ain't me. What are you looking for, buddy? You probably want next door. It's got a plow in the back. What you do? Buy a plow? I'm gonna have to pause for a minute and see what's going on. Hang on. Mute. Okay, they just drove away. I think they might actually be going to my other neighbor because it looks like they bought a brand new plow. That looks like what they're delivering. So there we go. That's pretty much it. I think there's a heavy taper on this. I don't know if you can see that, but well, you can kind of see it where the paint is. And I don't know if it's just the paint's missing or if there's actually a taper there from where it fit. And that's definitely plywood. And this is actually a better grade of plywood because this looks like it's just 3-core. Yeah, it's just 3-core. So it's 5 layers, the 2 laminate layers, and then a couple of layers inside. Where this is actually 5 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 7 because there's 5 in the 2 laminate layers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7, and then the 2 laminate. So it's 9 if you count the actual laminate birch on the outside. But they call it 7 cores. This is only 3, so this should be a lot stronger too. Even though it's got some voids in it. Let's send her a picture. Location accuracy, whatever. Let's see, Christine. Why did I do that? I want this. Oh, it was actually cheap plywood. All right, that's taken care of. One thing down. All right, are we back? Did I screw something up? Racing with broken trim. Hey, John. Long time no see. No, it's a slat for a crib. My neighbor's cousin's munchkin got her head stuck, his head stuck. I think it's a he. I can't remember. He's a little baby. Got his head stuck in the crib, and they ended up calling 911 because they couldn't get the baby's head out. And the cops just broke the strut and said, "Get the kid's head out." So they just broke the crib, and they need a new piece. I guess the part that broke that was already broken, and that's why the kid could move it from the way she was talking. Because my first question was, well, if the kid broke it, why are you just replacing it with the same freaking thing? Why aren't you getting something better? She's like, no, I think because her cousin had just moved, and I think it got cracked in the move, and they were gonna fix it, and they just, like everything with parents, you just priorities and time consuming, and never got around to it till it was too late or something. I don't know the whole details, but she asked me if I could replace it. So I did my best. It's a piece of plywood. It's a better quality plywood. This should be stronger. This is birch. I'm guessing from the looks of this is just pine, which is fine. I mean, but this is only 3-core and this is 7-core. So this should be a lot stronger. And it's birch. And I'm pretty sure it's birch core too. It's not even just a birch laminate, because this is from the 90s. This was my bed. It's a scrap piece of my bed. When I had a waterbed. That's a scrap piece from my waterbed frame. Tells you how old that is. Waterbed frame. So there's that. Wait for her to call me back, contact me back. She might not even be up because I think she was out playing last night with her buddies. So she may not even be awake yet. She may still be in nappy land. A router too? I was making a router joke. Okay. I missed the router joke, but sure. No, I can't because I don't have a laser. I don't have a laser, John. I have a CNC. I don't have a laser. What's up, Head Fog? How is life? How is life in the foggy head? What else do I got to do? I got some cleanup to do. That's what I got to do. I got to just go around and pick up. I mean, not even just like chunks of wood laying around. I really don't know what to do with this. Look at this nice, beautiful piece of walnut. It's freaking gorgeous, but it's got this big, huge split in it and a knot in it. But I haven't given up on it yet. And then just a chunk of maple and purple heart that purple heart's too expensive to just throw away. So is the walnut, to be honest. I just got to clean up. Everything's a mess. And I don't like mess. I don't need. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're so anal." It's like I don't need perfect. I can't stand cluster and dirt. Just unnecessary cluster, disorganized dirt stuff just in the way that doesn't need to be there. You know, when something's in the way because there's a reason for it, that's one thing. When something's in the way because it just got left there because people are lazy, that pisses me off. Here's another cool little thing. Check that out. Oh, she's up. I might have to bring that up to her. This is pretty cool. My brother wanted this for, I don't know, some girl he's hanging out with, seeing, dating. I don't know what it is. Apple ID and phone number are now being used by a message system. I know they are. They have been for a long, long time. I'm debating on whether I should just sand this or plane it. I'm thinking I'm just going to sand it, but I haven't decided yet, which is why I haven't done it. I almost want to leave it, but the resin kind of bled in a few places at the top and overlapped and needs to be cleaned up. Like literally, that's the problem with red oak is it bleeds into the oak into the pores. And I polyurethaned it first, hoping to stop some of that, and it didn't. Should I just sand it? The resin's just below. There's a little bit of concave. I didn't overfill it. I underfilled it deliberately. I think I'm going to run it through the planer. Let's run it through the planer. Let's do that. Throwing all the wood chips outside, baby. I think this is all set for this already. It is. I think this is the last thing I do. Resin chips. Don't like resin chips. That's why I try and do minimal resin frickin' hits. And it's kind of chilly out. Close the damn door. Resin chips. See all the little resin flakes that get all staticky? That's why there's some lines in here, because I'm going to have to clean the router out now. I did get everything back inside. Ooh, the cord's in the way. That's what I heard hit. Yeah, okay, cord's out of the way. Let's give it a quick sanding. Get all the resin chips off. Gonna have to use the actual palm sander. I see that now. So let's get that over here. It's already plugged in. Hey now. Got a sock attached to it. You know that. Excuse me, burping. Got the vacuum right here already. It's gonna get loud, folks. And let's start with some 120. That actually looks pretty cool. Um, I know a lot of people want to like polish the resin up and make it all shiny. I kind of like that matte kind of not shiny finish when you just sand it and don't polish it. It kind of looks more looks less plastic, looks more like a fancy chunk of wood or something. But that's pretty cool. He can finish the rest of it. That's on him. I will hit the back of it though. 120. Trying to get rid of. There's a very slight bow in the back of this. It's not in the front because I just ran it through the planer. But I don't want to run it anymore through the planer. I actually knew that was going to happen. If you look, it's actually kind of plywood. I made it. It's 2 layers of oak, and they're seamed differently, deliberately. And I got this is like quarter sawn, and this is face sawn, and this is edge sawn. It's all just it's mostly scrap um, that I glued up to make it. But that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And he can finish it any way he wants. He can edge it when the next time he comes around. I don't think he's coming today because I don't know. I guess he did something to himself. Not going to get into that. But the rest of it's his problem. Let's see what it looks like with finish on it, though. It's not finished. I'm using rubbing alcohol. That looks pretty cool. Now you can see the oak through the resin. I don't know if you can on the camera or not, but you can in real life. Because the resin's semi-transparent, translucent. But yeah, that'll look pretty cool. I don't even think I'd do anything else to it. Just put a wall hook on it and hang it up on the wall. Sand it down a little more. Don't look so bad. And again, I don't like the resin on something like this. I don't like the resin looking shiny. I like the resin, the epoxy, to have kind of a matte finish. I just think it looks nicer. When it's all shiny, it looks plasticky. I mean, sometimes I don't know. I usually use a matte finish, even when I get a nice shine to it. I spray it with either a matte polyurethane or um, some kind of matte finish, so it never is too shiny, anyways. But that actually looks pretty cool. Came out all right. All right, one more thing down. I'm still not really cleaning up. I'm making more messes. I was going to clean up this morning. I'm just making more messes. Let's stop and have some coffee. See you, Blacksmith. You're probably long gone already, since that was like 10 minutes ago. The cat and the fiddle. Yeah, he did. CNC and epoxy resin, not paint. Just cheap Amazon epoxy resin. Matter of fact, I just got some more, and I'm not to any one brand. I've actually been playing brand jump. Whatever's on sale that week when I need it on Amazon, that's what I buy. And these usually last me a couple months. I'm not buying gallons because I don't have $100 to spend on it. These are like $20-$30 tops, depending on what size it is that week. But I usually buy the cheapest thing I can afford, and that will be enough to do what I need it to do. Glue blob on my frickin' table, which is why I bought this. And I like this, but I was hoping this would stay still, and I would be able to like put stuff on it. And it sort of works until it gets even the littlest bit of sawdust underneath it, and then it doesn't hold to the table anymore. So these silicone mats are pretty cool, and they do help to protect the bench a little bit from glues and stuff. But I think I need to get a much thicker one that has some weight behind it to stay put on the table for. I was hoping I could do like I was just doing, put a board on it and sand and not worry about it like walking around on the table like it does. It's not working. This isn't thick enough. And it doesn't hold to the bench. Because, sawdust gets under there and the sawdust acts as a lubricant or some crap, I don't know. Some crap. I got sawdust all over my phone. I got sawdust everywhere. Yep. Black was not the right color for this. The next apron will not be black. But it was cheap. And it was just a test if I'll actually use it. And I'm trying to use it. I keep forgetting to put it on is the biggest problem. Save my laundry. That's the whole purpose, is just save me from doing laundry every single day. Getting sawdust everywhere. What else do I got to do? I got a big old massive messy pile over there of wood. But I'm not going to straighten that out yet. Because I just gave my same neighbor I just made that for. She burns wood, and I give her all the scrap wood. She won't burn plywoods, which is good. I don't give her plywood, but any of the hardwoods or anything, I give her all the scrap. And I just gave her another box, and she was like, "Enough! I haven't been burning." It hadn't been that cold until this week. It's kind of chilly. Today's sort of warm. It's in the 50s, but it's been cold at night here, so I think she's burning again. But I think she has 3 full boxes of twigs and sticks and crap already. So I think she has enough junk. I wonder if I bought 2 of these. This came in a 2-pack. I'm almost wondering. Actually, I think this one's thicker. It is. I'm thinking I should use this one instead of this one. I shouldn't say it came in a 2-pack. I ordered 2 different ones when I ordered it. This one's actually quite a bit thicker. It still just slides around. It doesn't. I was hoping the silicone would grab to the polyurethane or to the wood and not slide around so much, but it just doesn't. Oh well. I still think I like that one better. It's thicker. For now, we'll give it a shot. We've been bouncing back and forth between them. I think I want an even thicker, bigger, nastier, gnarlier one. It's mostly just to protect the bench. from big globs of glue. Globs of glue. Glue globs. Gluey globs. Alright, what else do I gotta do? Oh, I need. Hmm. I need some incense sticks. This came up. Check these out. Need all three of them. So I get a lot of rips and cut offs. So I always make my cutting boards a little too big, and I get all these little straps and struts and pieces that I cut off when I square it all up that I've been saving. And then one of my hippie trippy friends, we were just BSing and FaceTiming, and she, was pointing her camera around, and we were chit chatting. And I know she had an incense, stick burning, and they were at a little angle, and she got the little tray you buy. And like, instantly occurred to me, it's like I can use those scraps for that. So I made little like incense holder trays, which I have to put on the website and sell. But I kind of want, if you look at it, you don't know what the hell it is. But if I put a stick of incense in there and hold it in place and maybe set a lighter and whatever next to it, it'll make more sense. But they are pretty. And I'm going to send her one of these. She's getting a whole box of stuff. The clocks, and I gave her a cutting board for her birthday, which I'm going to box up. And the cribbage board, the kitty cat cribbage board goes to her, which I think everything is done. The only thing I'm waiting on is getting some incense, because even the one I'm going to give her, I'm going to take a picture of it. I may just send her all three and let her sell them. She can sell them down there. But I want them on the website with pictures. But they're pretty cool. And they're fairly easy. And they're leftover pieces that I can just use. Glue some strips together, run a router through them, which isn't as easy as it sounds. Because I'm almost wondering if I could do it easier with my hand router than I do with the router table. I even bought a new bit. I think I did this one, and it's hard to, it's so thin, it's hard to get it in there, go across and get it back out and not have it wiggle. I got like a dig right here. I tried sanding out and it didn't work great. This one was terrible. And I ended up hand digging it out. Same with this one. I mean, they're not hideous. They're just not something I'm gonna say, oh look, give me lots of money for this. They'll be $19.95, if that. Spend more time finishing it than I do actually making it. They're all rubbed down with rub-on polyurethane, which I'm beginning to like a lot. Oh wow, I can see the chatter from the router bit in there too. Getting the right light. Yeah, whatever. Viking! What is up, Mr. Viking? How is life in the Viking land, the land of Vikings? So I need Speak, Tom. I need 3 sticks of incense. I'm gonna have to just go buy some. Maybe I'll just order it on Amazon. I'd really like to ship her box out. I'd like to do it Monday. Everything's ready, but I won't have anything on Monday, tomorrow. Although if I go on Amazon, I could probably order incense now. Still waking up, isn't it? Like, I don't know, noon there. Actually, it's past noon. Let's see, you're 6 hours ahead, so it's like 4 o'clock there. Isn't it like 4 or 5 o'clock? 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's like afternoon. Oh, I forgot. You're a vampire. Vampire Viking. That would be a cool show. The Vampire Viking. You fell asleep real large again? You mean you actually slept? You don't sleep. You're worse than me. I get about 4 hours a night. It's that. If that. Alright, what else do I got to clean up? I really need to just open the garage doors and blow the place out, which I think I just might do. I might just do that. It's not too windy out, so most of it will actually go out the door. That's the only problem is the wind always comes off the water. If you don't know, I live right on the shore. The water is actually kind of diagonal off of this door, but it's right out there. The only thing between me and the sound are the train tracks and the swamp and my half-mile long driveway. So the wind comes right off the water and up my driveway. It blows in here. So if I try and blow everything out, it kind of just loops back in a lot of times. But it's not that windy out. Maybe I'll make a lot of noise and you guys can watch me make a fool of myself trying to blow out my garage. How's that sound for fun and excitement? Does that sound like fun and excitement? Let's protect all the wood, paper goods so they don't blow away. Let's do just that. Let's open the garage doors. I'm going to lose some heat. I do have it heated in here. And I'm going to start behind you. There's sawdust here from the router. Get all the crap out from underneath everything. And I hit the garbage can by accident. Uh-oh. Battery's dying. Needs a new battery. Charge your battery. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Cardboard. All right, that's enough for now. That was a lot of noise, and there's a lot of cold air coming in. Not that it's that cold, because it's not. That always makes me happy. Always makes me happy to get all that frickin' sawdust off the floor, and that is some of the equipment, and it does put a lot of the fine dust up in the air, but I'm old and gonna die anyways. No. Normally I would leave the garage doors open and just let the air flow through, but excuse me, not gonna today. So anyway, probably scared a bunch of people away with that. How to vacuum your shop by not vacuuming. Use a leaf blower. Screw that vacuum crap. Just blow it right all out the door. And it's all leafy outside. I don't know. Could you see how all the color changing? We're in the midst of the New England color changing fall leaf colors. It's very yellow and reddy out. And actually, it's kind of funny because we were in a major drought all summer. Like I literally didn't mow my lawn once this summer. I mowed it once in the beginning of the spring, and that was it. We were in drought for like I don't know 8-10 weeks. Like 10 weeks we were in a drought. And just recently they were saying, like the beginning of September, that the colors wouldn't come because it's too dry, and all the leaves are just going to turn brown, and the trees are struggling. Well, we got a buttload of rain in the last like 2.5, 3 weeks, like all at once. It's been raining almost every other day, and a lot. And all of a sudden, everything's growing and turning green, and it looked more spring-like in the last 3 weeks than it did all summer. It looked more summer-like. Does that make sense? Anyway, so now the colors are all changing, and everything actually is, I think, decent colors because they had a few weeks of good weather, so all the trees sprang back to life at the end, which is cool. I'm kind of okay with it because I didn't have to mow the lawn all summer, which I'm okay with. I'm very much okay with not mowing the lawn. I'm trying to replace the lawn with moss. Because my lower yard is all moss, and you never have to mow that. It turns green earlier in the summer, in the spring, that summer. It turns green very early, like mid-March. The moss patch is green. You don't have to mow it all summer, and it stays green well almost up to Christmas. So yeah, I'm all for a moss yard instead of grass. Much less care, much better looking. It just looks better too. I sometimes mow it just to make it like even, but even then and it's a better green. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a more vivid green with the moss, especially when it like everyone's like, oh, but it rains, it gets slimy. Yeah, but it looks so cool. Moss when it gets wet, it's like fluorescent, I guess is the word I'm trying to look for. It's really not, but that's kind of what it looks like. It's kind of cool. Anyway, what else do I have to do? Let's clean up some stuff. This is supposed to be a mallet. I was kind of playing with the idea of this can go away. It's done as far as I'm concerned. My brother can finish it. This I'm not going to throw this out yet. I will put it over here in the scrap pile for now. I will give her this one and say test fit it, and see how that works. Put that all over there. Oh, look at my jointer, all nice and dust free. This is part of the vacuum, which I never put back in when I rebuilt my vacuum. This is the anti-water float. Like if you're using it as a wet vac, it'll go up and protect the motor. get too much water in it. Garbage. I'm never going to use it for water. Let's put the router back where it belongs. Over here. Let's put the vacuum back where it belongs. I probably need to empty it and clean it out. Oops. There's a little pile of sawdust I missed here to blow out. Vacuum belongs over here. For now, anyways. And I think we're better. Not perfect. I gotta clean out underneath the CNC. I've been using this under the CNC for just junk storage, and I gotta empty it. I just have to empty it. Maybe I'll do that next. There's so much junk I need to get rid of. I have a lot of junk. Anybody want some junk? This I'm just gonna throw away. Anybody want a stupid mallard duck frickin' lamp? Seriously. Like, seriously. Crap my parents collected over the years. What is up, Jerry? Isn't it like really, really early for you? Like 5 or 6 in the morning? 6, 7 in the morning? Something like that? It's your Pacific time, aren't you? So you're 3 hours behind us. We got the whole world here. We got some Europeans. We got some East Coasters. We got some West Coasters. Oh, it's that. You're only 2 hours behind? Oh, no, that is 3 hours behind. It's almost 11. Holy crap. I didn't realize it was that late. I thought it was barely 10. I've been going since 4 o'clock this morning as usual. I need to clean that crap up. Not sure what I'm going to do with it all. That's the problem. Anyone want that lamp? For real? Pay for shipping insurance. I'll put it in a box and ship it out tomorrow first so I can get it the frick out of here. Oh, I hate crap. I just hate crap. What else do I got here I can clean up, move around, get rid of? Got so much junk. There's all the stuff I want I don't have, and all the stuff I have I don't want. Isn't that always the way, though? That's just the way of life. The way of life. I think I'm about done. What else do I gotta do? I gotta take a pee. I'll be right back. Alright, back. It was fun. Crap. I got sawdust all over my cup. Coffee's gone. Gonna have to move on to, I think that's water. I'm not even sure what's in it. Might have soda in it from last night. I just added more ice and brought it out here. This belongs down here. I think these I'm just going to throw out. They're the lids to the garbage cans I'm using for the 2 dust collectors. And I don't see myself ever using them because garbage cans are now part of my dust collector, and I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. They work just smashingly in my dust collector. So I think that's where they're going to stay. I'm going to have to figure out something different for the dust collector, too. It's my next plan of attack this week. I need to make a vise for the bench right here so I can, like, clamp stuff and sand it and work on it without having to, like, hold it. I need to figure out something to do with the dust collector because both of them right now are pulling outside final. What's up, Vince? So right now, all my nice heated air, if I turn the dust collector on, is going right outside. And that's kind of a waste of nice heated air. Because I got to go into the dust separator where I pull the sawdust out, but it vents outside right now. Because even though the dust separator works extremely well, way better than I originally thought it would. Wow, I missed this whole area blowing out. I just saw that. Oh well, I'll just sweep it. I just missed the whole area, or yeah, dust collector. Missed the whole area. Yeah, the dust collector works really well, but it's not perfect. And the super fine dust, I was just pushing outside. But doing that, it's pushing all my heat outside now that I'm running heat. During summer, it don't matter because I wasn't heating. Now it matters because I'm heating. And heat costs money. And I don't want to push my nice heat outside. You know, global warming and all. Not heat the outdoors. I missed a big old pile of dirt right here when I was blowing everything outside. I missed this whole area. I did around the tools and that around here. Oh well. That's minor. We could sweep this a little bit up. And the mini shovel dustpan, it doesn't really work all that well. But better than nothing. I need to get an actual dustpan or something for out here, but whatever. This sort of works. Works good enough. I just dumped half of it back onto the floor around the garbage can, but that's alright. Good enough. Good enough. Better than what it was. I'm going to have to take the garbage down. Because garbage pickup is tomorrow. We're one of the few towns left in the world that actually has town-funded garbage pickup every week, which is awesome. Everyone's like, oh, your taxes are so high. I'm like, yeah, but I don't have to go to the dump. Every week the garbage comes and they pick it up. And that is A-OK by me. I don't have to deal with it, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's fold up these. This whole area is a mess behind the camera. You guys can't see it, but it's a mess. Let's clean this stuff up. I got sawdust all over the cutting board. That'll have to be cleaned off. Isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. And actually, this side's better because of this. This is striped on this side and it's not on this side. It's laminated. It's a pretty, pretty serving board, though. Very pretty. And the clock, which I can get batteries for. But she can get batteries for it. And this thing can go away. And this thing can go away. And this thing can be folded up. And look, there's all kinds of dust and dirt underneath it where I was blowing and I didn't get underneath it. Yeah, nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect, right? That goes right there. This actually doesn't belong here, but I think it's going to live here for now. And fold this puppy up and put it behind here too. This freaking thing weighs a ton. Oh, it's heavy. That thing is seriously heavy. And I'm getting an overload of scrap wood here. Come on. When it starts flowing out, it's time to get rid of some. My neighbor needs to burn more. Because it needs to go away. These caps can't stick there. Over here. Garbage, garbage, and more garbage. Okay, a little more space. I gotta do some sweeping. Let's go get the other broom again. We'll get the little broom. Because the big broom isn't needed to get in all them corners. Things can get the hell out of the way. I didn't do such a good job blowing. I usually blow all this area out. Oh well. The chunk of wood that failed miserably for a clamp. Doing all this cleanup in about an hour. I'm probably gonna come back out here, do some work, and make a big freaking mess again. But that's life. Makes me happy for it to be somewhat clean. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be not disgusting. Not disgusting makes me happy. I'm disgusting enough all on my own. I don't need my workspace to be worse than me. That's a step in the right direction. Leave that right there because I have a feeling I want to do in this corner too, which you can't see over in that corner behind the camera. My knees throbbing. Too much walking around on this concrete floor. Let's see, what else do I got to do? I got some junk over there. I got to get rid of some of that. Some of that scrap wood has to go away. It's just too much. And I got to take the garbage out. But it's still kind of early. It's almost, well, it's 11 o'clock. If I put it out at like 1 or 2, that's a good time. Because it's supposed to be all crappy weather. Maybe I'll wait until morning. We're supposed to have like rain and storms and wind and nothing extreme, but you put the garbage cans out today and then it gets all stormy overnight, and then you go down in the morning and you find your garbage all over the street in your yard and blowing around and blah. So I may just wait. Put the garbage out tomorrow. Very early in the morning. Very early in the morning. Wax. Butt paddle. charcuterie boards. Charcuterie boards. They're charcuterie boards because they char you. All that Frenchy stuff. Let's bring that back over here. And I think I'm gonna kill it because it's been what, hour and a half, which is good enough for me. Marketplace, $20 for what? That freaking duck lamp. Not worth it, especially around here. Too many nutcases. I have a hard time getting rid of stuff on. I shouldn't say that. I've sold a lot of stuff on Marketplace. I'd rather use Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, than eBay. That's for sure. But you get a lot of just stupidity that I just don't want to deal with. This is going to be a mallet handle. It's going to be the mallet head. I just have to decide. I kind of want to leave this. This is a nice block of black walnut that I had to cut out. It literally had knots on like either side and on the back side. And basically, after cutting out the knots, I was left with this chunk left over, which is perfect mallet size. And it's nice and solid. So I'm thinking I'm going to make a little black walnut mallet. But I'm debating because I'm going to use these maple accents. I'm debating on whether I want to split it down the middle or 2/3 and put like a maple stripe accent in it too, which is why it's still sitting there and not done, because I'm indecisive. I come up with ideas and then come up with new ideas and then change my ideas and do it again. Do it again, Sam. This one came out really cool. I kind of like this whole. These are all random pieces of leftover cutting board that I cut into it. I'm gonna make more like that. I kind of like that better than the just stripes. Stripes are boring to me. Everybody does stripes, although stripes are cheap. I really should get like $100, $150 for that because it's a lot of work, and no one's gonna pay me $150 for that. It's just not worth it. But it is cool. It's a cool board. On that note, I think I'm going to kill the stream, guys. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Isn't somebody streaming later today? Jerry streamed yesterday. Today is nobody streaming day. Nobody streaming day. Everybody's hungover. Sunday's hangover day. That's Coke. I thought it was water. It's Coke. Coca-Cola. With a little bit of sawdust added for flavor. On that note, is there anybody streaming? Should I do the Twitch thing, even though some of you are on Facebook or on YouTube? Who else is streaming? Is there anybody streaming that we should raid? Should we raid somebody? Come on, old ass computer. I really need a faster computer out of here. This thing's just sitting here with the wheel spinning. Loading, loading, loading. Oh, Texas Hula. Let's raid him. He does like bowl turnings and creator dashboard. That's what I want. Just stop loading the old crap and do the new crap. Let's raid the Texas Hula. Yes, I know I'm live. You don't have to load whole pages to tell me I'm live. I know I'm live. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Stream Manager. That's what I told you to go to, and you didn't. Oh boy, raid. Yep, come on. You can load it. Hi there, loading. Loading, loading. Next page, loading. Load. It spends more time loading crap that I don't care about. He's got like 126 people watching him already. Start raid. There's like, what, 3 of us in here? He's been streaming all morning. Let's see, it's 11 o'clock. Raid now. Everybody else is on YouTube. So anyways, we're raiding the Texas Hula. It did start, didn't it? I think it did. I don't know. Let's find out. Back to Twitch. Anyway, I'm ending. See you, bye.